Practical accounting, the better way to learn.
Yeah, so we're in owner's equity. And so that means we're doing two sections of owner's equity, and we're going to talk about stocks and dividends and some other stuff, right?
Yep. It's last two of the 10 basic transactions, and we're going to get through the terminology. Lots of terminology in this chapter.
A whole lot of terminology. I mean, I think a lot of it we're going to demystify some of the terminology, because depending on what book you're using, they might be identifying some things a little differently. But we are going to clarify things for you and make it so that you will understand it a lot clearer, because this is the better way to learn, right?
Right. But the thing is that a lot of this terminology is driven by legal requirements. Yeah. So and it's pretty ancient. So we translate it into modern common terms, like issue means sell, things like that.
So give us a little bit of background as to what we're going to do here.
Do you want to just take a brief look inside?
A brief look inside.
Okay,
here we go.
Okay, let's take a brief look inside owner's equity. We're starting off with the 10 basic transactions, the last two, sell ownership and reward ownerships. And then we're going to very cleanly do a reverse, which is treasury stock, and show you that it is just that one backwards. Then we're going to put it back into the practical T. Explain, really, we're taking up the whole middle of the practical T with this. We spent a lot of times in assets and liabilities, but now we're doing owner's equity and how all the pieces fit together with the 10 basic transactions. Here is that overview of key issues and terminology. As you can see, it's a pretty full page, but that's why, because we're explaining it all right up front, including some of the legal requirements, et cetera, et cetera. Then we're going to talk about characteristics of corporations, and we're going to go through a little exercise with you, show you the key about forms of business ownership, really do a straightforward explanation of what double taxation of C corporations means, the rights of preferred and common shareholders. Then here we go, one page for issuing and buying back stock ownership, all in one page, 5 transactions, clearly defines it, and it's pretty straightforward. The impact on total owner's equity, and then a chance for you to have some practice going through it. And this is a self-graded practice with the key down below in case you have a little trouble. But if you're done with this and understand this, you're halfway done with the chapter. Then we're going to talk about another big issue, authorized issues and outstanding. We're going to show you the key, but I'm not going to show you too much right now. And then we're moving back, and we're going to introduce dividends over there in the yellow and how it fits in with income statement, retained earnings, owner's equity, and the whole balance sheet as a whole. Then we're going to do the same thing with dividends as we did with issuing stock. We're going to issue dividends all in one page, cash dividends. Stock dividends, we're going to go through this rather complex subject all in one page for small and large dividends and stock splits. And again, more chance for you to have some practice here with the key down below. And then we're going to talk briefly about balance sheet presentation. And finally, we're going to do a total of 5 issues, ratios that investors use to evaluate performance. And we're going to finish it with ones on market share. So that's what's in this action-packed module. See you inside. All this content
and more
at practicalaccounting.com. See you there.